Oh, hey, welcome back to the channel. Billy Beats here, and we're going to be talking about something that has been plaguing a lot of our minds and my mind and everyone else's on the internet about what information are we going to be getting from Pokemon Sword and Shield that isn't released from the Pokemon company themselves. I was going through the comments on the last video that you guys showed a lot of support to, and I thought that was really awesome. And I saw a comment from Gator X, and he mentioned that Sun and Moon leaked 10 days before release. Let's Go got out 8 days before release. And he's wondering, can Sword and Shield make it to 6? Okay, so let's talk about Sun and Moon first. Now, Sun and Moon Generation 7 was a very exciting kind of release cycle when it came to this game. The Pokemon company decided to put out a demo to let us enjoy Sun and Moon. And once that demo got out, oh boy, the data miners got to work. And when they got to work, they went through the whole game. So we found out about moves. We found out about new abilities. We got information on the buffs and the nerfs to some Pokemon. We found out about all these weird items. Like, all the items started showing up in the data mine, and we're like, what's this? What are these crystals? What do they do? What is this? What is that? So we basically got a big spoiler for the game. We saw every single Pokemon that we would be encountering in Sun and Moon. And a lot of us got really disappointed because when it came to Sun and Moon, Pokemon almost revealed every single Pokemon line for that generation. And we barely got only a few ones that we were able to discover. That was the whole Sun and Moon thing. Now, when it came to us getting the game, right during close to release time, the game dropped, the actual files dropped on the internet, and everyone illegally was able to acquire the game and play it. So that's what happened with Sun and Moon. It was the demo that caused us to be spoiled and find out about the game. Now, Ultra Sun and Moon worked a little different. There was a little more different type of protection on it. But at the same time, the Pokemon company said, hey, let's release a demo again but they put different layers of protection this time. But it still didn't work out too well because the game was in the hands of very good hackers that figured out how to get into it. So Ultra Sun and Moon, we're finding out about these Ultra Extra Beasts they added into the game. What could these be? A few other moves here and there, but not too much because Ultra Sun and Moon didn't have too much. But we found out about different forms. Basically, we were spoiled about the Ultra Beast ahead of time, and eventually the game was leaked early onto the internet, and we were all able to download and play it. I mean like people in general who have hacked 3DSs that do that stuff. Not that I support piracy. You should buy the game and support the company so we get another game. Just imagine if everyone didn't buy the game and didn't get any money, and then there was no game for it. Whatever. The point is, that was a crazy time with Ultra Sun and Moon, and let's just say I predicted it would happen on the exact same day where the game got released onto the internet, and yeah, just like the anniversary, the game was released onto the internet early on the same exact day. Next thing that we need to talk about, it's Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, these were interesting games amongst themselves in the terms of there was no demos. There were no demos for the game, so we could not be spoiled way ahead of time about this game. We all got to see it. They teased as much as they could about it, the Pokemon company, but they were smart. They said, you know what? We're not releasing a demo this time. It's not going to happen because they're going to find out everything, every secret about the game. So there was no demo until later. We did get a demo now on the eShop in regards to this game, but before, no. And then the game dropped on the internet about 8 days before release. That was when it was publicly available on the internet. Obviously, to become publicly available on the internet completely, someone else had the game ahead of time. And who knows how long those people had it, but I can assure you it had to be within a 2 weeks period that people were having the game earlier. But it is what I'm trying to say here, because they don't just release. People get to play these games first, and then they decide to be nice to everyone. No one just gets the game and then says, hey, I'm going to just give it out to everybody. No, so pretty much that's what happens. So when people get games early or somehow acquire a copy or file of the game, obviously it's not going to just be thrown on the internet the same exact day. So hey, keep that in mind when we're talking about time frames. But right now we're just talking about when it's coming out and being released to people on the internet. So again, Let's Go, 8 days before release, the full game was dropped. But because before that, no prior knowledge of what was going to happen in the game besides 4chan leaks, which has been always a thing even in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, when they basically just posted the final starter evolutions onto the site. How that got there, I have no idea. Big leak at Game Freak. But yeah, that's the story there. Now, 4chan leaks and these internet leaks and Chinese riddlers, those things will always exist. There's always someone up there who finds out something about the game and then just ends up teasing about it somewhere. It always happens. It's a thing. So that's not a surprise. That's going to be consistent probably for every game until the day we die on this planet. That's how people work. That's how Pokemon's been working for a very long time. People who leak information. But in terms of the actual game being released, it's always within the time span of about 10 days where it becomes majorly accessible to everyone on the internet, and about maybe, I would say, 5 days, 15 days before data miners and hackers and the original people who got it play around with the game ahead of time. Because it comes down to a whole profit kind of thing. There's a lot of conspiracy theories I think about for this game before competitions, but we'll get into that in another video. So in terms of Sword and Shield, now, like we said earlier, we are 15 days away from Pokemon Sword and Shield as of this video. Again, going back to that YouTube comment from Gator, he said this: Sun and Moon leaked 10 days. Let's go 8 days. Can Sword and Shield make it to 6? I personally don't know, but I think once we hit that 10-day mark, guaranteed on that 10-day mark, there is definitely an extremely high chance that'll be on the internet. I'm predicting within the 2-week time span. So I'm saying once you hit 14 days, if you do not want to be spoiled about this game, get off the internet. If you don't want to see a thing about it, get off the internet. Take those precautions, because the internet is just a dangerous place. No matter what you do, you can mute somebody on Twitter, but you're going to see it pop up on a YouTube recommendation, and then you're going to get really angry about it. So that's why if you do not want to be spoiled for the game, leave. Just leave and wait for official YouTube notifications from the Pokemon company when they post the final trailer for what's going on. They didn't even release the starter information yet for the Pokemon. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen in the upcoming week or 2 weeks. Like, we're this close to the launch date. So just be careful. I want to give you guys this information so you can think about it and what could happen. If you have a Switch that is hacked, don't illegally download it. But some of you will, but support the game. But that's just how it goes. If people, they have hack Switches, some people do it, the game gets out. But the whole point is they have to get the game first, and the time frame to get the game is going to probably be within those 14 days. I say 2 weeks, but the longest time was 10 days. Okay, that's the record so far, 10 days. So keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I really wanted to talk about in this video. The time frame of possibly when Sword and Shield would be leaked to the internet that we would be aware of. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Comment down below what you think about your game, and what are your thoughts basically on the whole Pokemon Sword and Shield leaking early, and what do you think of games leaking early as opposed to just waiting till launch date and getting it a day or two early? Like, games are just dropping on the internet. Let me know. Tweet at me. I'll probably post the question on Twitter so you guys can answer it, and maybe in the next video we'll take a look at some of the comments to see what you guys had to say about that. My name is Philly Beats You, and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.